What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are reviewing Ant-Man. I know I sound depressed, but I'm not. What do I think of Ant-Man? Honestly, I think it's a criminally underrated MCU movie. Yes, it has jokes, yes, and yes, the humor of Marvel isn't great in here. But in my opinion, it's criminally underrated. No pun intended. But in my opinion, Ant-Man, just the Ant-Man movies are more like small scale films. No pun intended. And did you know that? Did you know that originally Edgar Wright? I don't know why I said that weirdly, but Edgar Wright, the same guy who made Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Since all you kiddies may know that, may seen that movie, but he originally actually did the script and was planning on, making an anime movie back in like the 2000s, but I guess at the time it just never happened. Plus Marvel, and then once Marvel looked at Wright's script, they essentially didn't really like it. So essentially, they not only fired him, but now some of Edgar Wright's fingerprints are kind of over Ant-Man, since honestly, he would have been a great director for Ant-Man, because it's essentially part of his style. And when you come to think about it, the Ant-Man movies are essentially heist films, especially the first one. It's essentially a heist movie, the first MCU heist movie. And honestly, man, Paul Rudd is obviously amazing. Like, who doesn't like Paul Rudd? Because apparently, Paul Rudd is apparently a Chiefs fan. Great. But I'll ignore that, since it'll get me all salty all over again, to say the least. But in my opinion, Hope, everybody was great. Michael Douglas was great. Great. Hope was great. I thought the villain is just your stereotypical villain, essentially, but yeah, it's essentially kind of like the Ocean's movies. And in my opinion, I like the Ocean's movies. Okay, because they're probably one of my favorite heist movies. Not only they're one of my favorite heist films, but they're probably one of my favorite trilogies. But that's a whole different topic that I might cover those movies eventually. Maybe. Let me know. Okay, let me know. But like overall, plus the MCU, plus Peyton Reed, I think, is a pretty good director. But in my opinion, man, I'm just so curious of what Edgar Wright's version of Ant-Man movie was going to be like. Because it's a dang shame, man, that Edgar Wright never made his version it's a dang shame that he didn't make his version of Ant-Man, but hey, it happens, man. That's literally Hollywood, man. Because listen, like honestly, like the moment where Scott essentially goes into the quantum realm, essentially that perfectly does set up the sequel, though. I'll tell you that much. And plus, Hope is going to become the Wasp. So yeah. What did I think of? Oh my God. Because I've been hearing recently, by the recording of this video, it currently has like a 55 to 58% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not the, yeah, so yeah, Quantumania. Yeah. What did I think? Honestly, I liked how it perfectly does set up a Civil War, which it went on to be one of my favorite MCU movies. Because honestly, overall, like, by the way, one of Ant-Man's friends, I would love if they got him to recap every single MCU movie. It would be awesome. Like, it would definitely clear up a lot of things, because not only am I going to understand it more, but if I didn't know the MCU, but it's like, he's going to entertainingly do it. But yeah, overall, Ant-Man, I think, is a criminally underrated heist / Marvel movie. Plus there's a cameo of a guy that played a version of it, or at least played Ant-Man in an SNL sketch, I'm pretty sure, but hey, that's a fun Easter egg. Plus Stan Lee isn't here. So yeah, Ant-Man came out in 2015. It didn't make $1 billion, but it made enough money for it to get a sequel, which we will cover. Okay, stay tuned for Ant-Man and the Wasp or Ant-Man 2, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.